All right, so the best news about this Arena Breakout video is the fact that it's not sponsored. It's going to be unfiltered, uncut, sort of, and it's going to be my honest opinion, my honest review of Arena Breakout because it has recently launched globally. And for those of you guys that don't know, this is actually under the Tencent umbrella. It is one of their subsidiary companies that made Arena Breakout. So I kind of want to just show you guys, this is what happens when you first load into the game. Give you guys, not necessarily, I can't give you much tips and tricks because I'm still learning the game myself, but there are a couple things I would kind of want to, walk you guys through that should help any, thank you for the sub, that should help any new players that are thinking about downloading it and jumping in and playing. If you, of course, if you're a fan of Metro Royale, this is going to be the game for you. This game is 50 times bigger than Metro Royale, and it goes very, very in-depth. So of course it starts off once you open up the app, you watch the first cutscene, you can go ahead and create your character, you pick the face, you pick the hair, you pick the gender, and then it kind of walks you through this tutorial. What really sucks though is you can't open up your settings when you do the tutorial. So unless you're a thumbs player like this is the default settings. So it's pretty bad. Again, unless you're a thumb player that doesn't play gyro, this might be perfect for you. But you just do a quick walkthrough. I mean, a monkey could complete it. And then they just kind of introduce you to some of your contacts, what all these different things do, as far as your chest rig, the different ammo that goes with certain weapons. But again, if you're familiar with shooter games, a lot of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory as far as how the inventory works. If you die, you lose all your stuff, basically, unless you keep it in a lockbox. There's also keys that will help you prevent losing your stuff. But you basically go and extract, and you come out with as much money as humanly possible. You can play this in solos. You can also play this with your friends. You can play it in squads as well. There's a market, when you go ahead and loot up. This is a great game, you guys. If you're a grinder, if you like those grindy type games, the more you put into this game, the more you're going to get out. The more money that you loot, the more you can buy. You can also put stuff on the market that's globally. So there's kind of its own kind of in-game global market where you can, buy valuable things. I want to go ahead and watch this cutscene with you guys.
People are everywhere. I got eyes on bodies, too. Wolf, scout up ahead. Jack, confirm identities of the KIA.
Just some basic supplies. They must be locals.
So good. Okay, I have to pause it right there, even though you got trigger warning, there will be some pausing. Would you believe me if I told you that the cutscenes are actually how the game looks, as you guys are about to see? I thought that it was remarkable, the transition from the cutscene to the actual gameplay. It's the same. I cannot believe how far mobile gaming has gone, over the last few years, as far as not only how well optimized the games are, but the graphics. It's truly incredible. All right, let's go back.
After the farm became the theater of operations, the whole dark zone has only gotten worse. Break it open. Spread out. Control. Pick a target and concentrate fire. Threat eliminated. Move out. Wolf, you're our spotter. Recon the motel.
Understood.
What a mess. Freshen up, rookie. Wolf, report on the motel situation.
One guard on the side doors.
Stay low. Leave the guard to us.
So it went from cutscene to gameplay. That is how good this game looks on a mobile device. So basically what you're doing in your very first raid is, after you're basically infiltrating a motel, you're going to kill the bad guys, and you're going to break open the safe and steal all the contents in it, which is nice because you actually get something like 80,000 of the in-game currency, which is pretty cool. And again, you cannot open up your settings because I tried to do it. So you're still kind of just playing on thumbs with no gyro, which is kind of tough. But I'm going to show you guys that once we do an actual raid by ourselves, like in solo, how you can go ahead and fix all that. Overall, okay, let me go ahead. Okay, before we get into that. So again, it's just kind of just walking you through, the very, very earliest stages of the game. We're going to go ahead and take out this one bad guy. Bang, bang, bang. Go ahead and take out that dude. And we're going to go ahead and break open the safe. And you see there's like a gold chain in there, which you'll go ahead and sell. And it gives you a lot of money where you can actually start buying some stuff on the market and upgrading. You're not only leveling up your character, but upgrading all of your gear. So once you get out of the tutorial, the first thing you're going to want to do is fix your settings. Again, unless you're a thumbs player with no gyro, obviously, I highly recommend, playing claw, at least 3-finger claw. And of course, make sure you go into your basic settings and turn always on if you are a gyro player, and then you have to go in and fix your settings. I actually have my settings exactly what they are in PUBG Mobile. Oh, there's another one. Make sure you disable the right fire button, because if you don't, when you hit the fire button, if it's the one that's not fixed, if you hit the fire button and it even moves the slightest, that will control where your character is aiming. You want to make sure that you have the fire button that's active. That is the fixed fire button. So when you press it, even if your finger moves slightly on that trigger, your character, won't be, spraying, all over the place. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Also, make sure you take ammo with you before you go into your first raid. Luckily, we killed this farmer dude. We got his shotgun. We're also gonna loot an MP40, which is awesome. But as far as the sound effects and the audio overall is second to none. It is amazing how well they did the footsteps, the reload animations, just the overall sound effects of the entire catalog of the game is amazing. What I don't like, at least yet, again, the game is still new, right? The game is still new. What I don't like, though, is it seems kind of clunky when you're shooting. Again, even though I have gyro on and I have my settings, I basically picked the exact settings that I did in PUBG Mobile and just transfer it over, when I was setting everything up under the controls. It seems a little clunky, the ADS. Again, watching this, I probably have maybe 45 minutes into the game. Still very, very early stages. But off the rip, it just doesn't seem as smooth. The gunplay isn't as smooth as I would like, or at least I'm used to, like with PUBG Mobile. But again, that could just come with time. It is, after all, a totally different game. Totally different developers. But yeah, just overall, it does seem a little clunky, at least at the moment. But overall, I would give this game, at the moment, I would say an 8 out of 10. I would give it an 8 out of 10. What the hell is happening? Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but like I was saying, overall, I really think the game's amazing. I mean, it's already massive. I mean, just the short amount of time that it's been out, the game is absolutely massive. It is blowing up. And again, this is hashtag not sponsored. This is not sponsored. So we did our first raid. We got our loot. We picked up a shotgun and we got our MP40. When you open up the map, there's a few different extraction locations where you can go ahead and get extracted. You safeguard all of your supplies. See, we got our very first operation complete. And I don't know. It seems like this would be not only a fun game to make videos on, because there's going to be so many strategies, so many things involved in this game. I mean, from the weapon loadouts to how to basically manage your money in the game when you're talking about the market, and just actual strategies when you're in the dark zone itself. PvP in the game. It's gonna be crazy, man. We got our AK right here up at the top with our drum, so it's pretty awesome. When you log in, you get a bunch of rewards. You know, when you first download the game to give you a big boost, which is really cool. But I mean, I think this would be a really fun game to live stream as well, and just kind of bringing, you know, something new, something fresh, you know, that we haven't had before, you know, at least in a long time. And one of the scariest things a YouTuber can do is not just switch games, but just kind of introduce something else, you know, than what your main content is, you know, and I could definitely see myself diving deep into this game, you know, with tips and tricks, you know, playing with viewers, you know, doing live streams, things like that. Let me know if you have downloaded the game. What do you guys think of it? Let me know in the comment section, you know, if you give it a try. If you haven't, go ahead and download it. It definitely seems like a really fun game overall. If I gave it a rating, I would say I would give it an 8 out of 10. You know, there's always room for improvement, so that's 1 point deducted. The other point that's deducted is the clunky gunplay. But again, that could just be with time. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give the game the benefit of the doubt. Might just need, you know, some more time behind the wheel. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Arena Breakout is it is so much fun, and I'm really excited for it.